Okay guys, this is Lizard Airsoft, and today we're going to be replacing the loading nozzle on a Wii/TM hicapa. Now what we're going to need is a Phillips screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver, an Allen key set, and the loading nozzle. The first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to go to our gun and we're going to remove the magazine. Okay, remove the magazine, just put that aside. The next thing you want to do, if you have a compensator in the front like I do here, it's where you have if you have a split barrel and you have a compensator in the front, you're going to want to take that off because you're not going to be able to assemble it with the compensator on. This out of the way, put that there. Now the next thing we're going to do is you're going to want to pull back to the slide until there's a notch right here behind you probably can't see it. There's a notch right here behind where the trigger catches for the slide catch. And when you get there, you're going to want to push the slide catch out and then put that to the side. Next thing you want to do is you want to take the slide apart, and you're not going to need the lower receiver. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take the spring guide out. Just press okay there. What you want to do after that is take your barrel out and put that to the side. Next thing after that is there's a screw right here on top of the sight, and you want to unscrew that. Now you don't want to, there's a little tiny spring. You don't really want to lose that. That's really important. So what you got under the sight is this is why you need the Phillips screwdrivers to unscrew this. And that just gets unscrewed like that. The next thing you want to do is there's an Allen key right here where you need to use an Allen key, and you just want to get the right Allen key and unscrew it. Okay, I have unscrewed it. Now once you unscrewed it, you can just tap on the thing and the blowback housing will fall out. What you're going to want to do after this is there's a spring right here. That's right here that you don't want to lose. You want to be careful and just let that fall out like that, and just don't lose it. Now you have to take this out. There's gonna be a little notch at the top, and you're gonna have to go here, and then you're gonna have to go like you have to bend it out like that. Next thing you want to do is you're gonna take your Phillips head screwdriver and unscrew the screw that's right here. Okay. There you got your rocket valve and the piece that holds the rocket valve in place and a spring. What you're going to want to do after this is you're going to want to put your spring in first, and then your rocket valve, and then you're going to want to put, this is the piece that goes on top of all that, which is pretty important and you get it aligned right. There's a screw, there's a little hole right there. I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah, I think you can. And you're gonna want to align that hole with the hole. There's a hole right where my screwdriver would be, right here, and you're gonna want to align those two holes. And then you're going to want to make sure the piece of plastic you just put in there is lined up with that hole when you get it in there. And then you just want to take your really small screw, put it back into the blowback, into the loading nozzle. And then screw the screw back on. Okay, now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to grab your blowback housing, and you're going to want to take this notch right here and put it in the groove that's been cut into the blowback housing. And you want to do that going at like an angle and go in, and push back. Then you want to take your spring and just put your spring inside the blowback housing. Like that. Now what you want to do is you want to take your slide and then match up the slide and the blowback housing so it fits in there nicely. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the Allen key screw and screw that back in. Okay, I got that screwed in. Now what I'm going to want to do after that is I'm going to want to grab the small spring that I was talking about earlier and put it in this little tiny hole that's been recessed into the top of the slide. And the other thing you want to do is you want to take that small screw and then you're going to want to take the small screw and screw it into the hole that's in the slide. Okay. Now after that, we're going to take the sight and we're going to fold it. We're going to push it back to where our sight's normally supposed to be. And we want to hold it down And then you're going to want to screw this in all the way to make sure it's tight and it's not loose. Because if you loosen it, you have a chance of breaking this screw, and then you have a sight that's just going to be flopping around everywhere. Which probably isn't going to be fun when you're shooting. And that should be able to slide easy, really easy. If it's not, you probably need to get a different loading nozzle. Now after that, you're going to want to grab your barrel and just slide your barrel in like that. Then you want to take your spring guide, scrunch it back up, and put it in the slide. And after that, you're going to take your lower receiver and your upper receiver, put that back together like that, put your slide catch back on, snap your slide catch in place, release the slide. Then you're going to, if you have a compensator, this is where you put your compensator back on. You're just going to slide it up on the barrel, and then you're going to line it up with the hole on the bottom of the barrel. And then you want to, then you're just going to screw in the screw that comes with the compensator into the bottom. And that's how you change a load.